Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video on New Year resolutions, or more actually New Year goals, and I wanted to share a few of my goals that I have for this year with you guys. So our biggest mistake when it comes to making New Year resolutions is we for some reason decide we should set this big goal, big resolution that is pretty much unachievable. And you're probably thinking, oh, like I've got all year, I can totally do this. And then the year comes to an end and you're like, yeah, not happening. I'm guilty of this. I did this a lot of the time actually, and I never got any of my New Year resolutions done except one, and that was one year, a few years back. I decided to just set one small goal that I knew I can achieve that was really simple. And I followed it. Basically what that resolution was, I decided that I am not going to miss a single choir rehearsal for any reason, unless it was something like super urgent. But I set that resolution and I actually stuck to it, and throughout the whole year, I think I ended up skipping about twice, maybe 3 times, but that was because I was out of town and I really couldn't make it. It was a challenging year because also that year I was in school and I had all these exams and national exams that I had to study for every night. And it was really tempting to skip church choirs because I had to study for these exams. And you become in this situation, like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I have this resolution that I really, really want to achieve, but I also got these exams that I have to pass in order to graduate and get a job. And that year I experienced what Psalm 1 really meant, and I ended up going to the choir rehearsals instead of studying for my tests, and I really did experience Psalm 1. I aced every single test. Like, I don't know where I found the time to study for those when pretty much every night I was in church. That year was a big blessing for me. However, this year I decided to just go with a few small goals that are totally achievable and that will make me feel better about my life and just about this year. And I wanted to share those with you guys, and you guys can totally follow these if you want as well. So my first goal is learn to save money, because I totally suck at saving money. I love to spend money. That's a sad truth. I hate to admit it, but every time I go, just even grocery shopping, there's so many side things that I totally just love to buy. I don't even really need them. I can totally go without them. So I am going to learn to save money because that's a very necessary skill in life. Another one of my goals is to be and stay more organized. I never really was an organized person until I got married, and even then not really. But after I had my baby and things got a bit out of control because you're new to everything, organization is very important, especially in those days. I really want to stay more organized. I have a planner for that. There's also this awesome app. It's called Trello, and you can also share some of the boards you have with your significant other. You can share with your husband. So if there's a to-do list you guys need to make to do together to finish things around the house or buy something, and you can just share that with each other. And if you add something on, it's going to come up on his end, and if he adds or does something and takes it off, it's going to show up on your end as well, which is pretty cool. It's such an awesome app. I really loved using it, and I still use it. It's like my favorite app. However, for groceries and shopping lists, I use something called Listonic. I prefer that over the Trello because it has the little check boxes, and after you buy something, you just simply tap on it and it just checks out for you, and it's as simple as that. So I actually do have a resolution this year, and my husband set this resolution for me. And basically it's to read 3 chapters from the Bible each day. And even though this year has barely started, it's only a few weeks into it, I've already been experiencing blessings from reading 3 chapters a day. Another goal I have is to fast more often. Last year I had all these changes going on and baby being born, breastfeeding and all that stuff, and I didn't fast very often. Actually, I don't think I even fasted even once. It is definitely a goal for this year and I've already started, and yeah, so far it's going good. Another goal that I really want to accomplish this year is to listen to sermons and to actually take notes, because I love listening to sermons when I'm going about my house chores, even driving, but you can't really take notes. And then the speaker all of a sudden says something like so awesome and you're just like, wow, what a great thought, I need to write this down, like I'm totally gonna need it, like such a great thought. But you're doing some kind of chores or you're driving and it's like, oh man, and then it gets away. And so my goal this year is to actually take notes, maybe even if it's just once a week, like take a day out of a week to sit down to listen to a good like hour-long sermon, to actually take notes. Like I really want to do that. Another goal that actually me and my husband have is to pray together every single day, no matter what. Try our hardest to pray together every day, because yeah, it's hard to pray every day together. Obviously we pray on our own, but life gets in the way and it's just tough. But I don't want to be one of those couples who skip and then and end up doing it once in a while and then skip some more, because obviously life gets in the way. And basically by the time you're, I don't know, in your middle ages or even sooner maybe, you're not praying together anymore. And I think that's the most important thing in a family, is when the husband and the wife pray together like all the time. And then another goal I have is to read more books. I used to read so much back in the day when I didn't have a baby or when I wasn't even married. But then, like I said, you just get so busy being a mom, especially a new mom. And I miss those days where I could read unlimited amount of books in unlimited amount of times. Like those were just so awesome days. I miss reading like that. And I already started a book and I just really want to continue reading. Like it's so hard being a mom, taking care of a house and cooking and just doing all these chores all the time. But I actually read from one book, this author, she was saying that she took out it was just only 5 minutes out of a day. She would read 5 minutes every single day and she would get books done like that. And I think 5 minutes seems a little bit like if I'm into a good book, it's going to be longer than 5 minutes. But that's actually an idea for me to try. I probably will try that, reading just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes is not much. And see how long it'll take me to finish a book. My last goal for this year is to focus on what's really important in this life. Like, why are we here on earth? What is the purpose of us being here? I was listening to this sermon the other day, and the speaker was saying, he has a wife and 7 children, and what he was saying was that him and his wife, they don't have time to argue or be upset at each other or any of that stuff, because they're focused on one thing in life, and that's to accomplish the mission that Christ gave us, and basically being like Jesus. That's our mission. So he's like, I don't have time for all these arguments. It's like I'm here doing all these other things that I'm trying to accomplish for Christ. That is one of my goals that I really want to do, is to focus on what's really important in this life and realize that we don't have time for arguments and for upsettings on this earth, for being mad at each other. Like, there's no point in that. Our real focus in life should be Christ, and our mission should be being like Jesus. So yeah, that's about everything I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this little New Year goal video. Feel free to join in with me on this, and feel free to let me know in the comments below what kind of goals you guys are setting for this year, or maybe a resolution that you have. Feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.